Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Today on Dark Holes, we're back in New York City. This is the last home record. The schedule's been all over the place. You guys are probably like, when are we going to get back to just releasing on Thursday and Friday? That's next week. Next week, it's kind of probably feeling like you're getting more value because you had to wait, and now they're all coming out in like a chunk. So in a way, I'm psyoping you into thinking that you're getting more value out of the pod when it's the same or less because it's slowed down. But we're gonna be back on the same stuff. I'm off this massive tour now, so whatever. Let's get to our fucking things. Today on Dark Holes, these are the Dark Holes I fell into this week. I think I was listening to an old app, and that's why I was like, today on Dark Holes. But pastors with props. Oh, this page fucking rules. I love a niche, like very specific page, dude. A niche, it's kind of what the whole podcast is about. A niche specific page. Love it, dude. And pastors with props is exactly what it sounds like. And it cooks, and I didn't even realize this was a thing. I'm so detached from religion that I didn't know that this was something that was going on. Hold on, let me make sure we're recording. That's always my biggest paranoia every time we start. We are sick. Then we got a Thailand robocop. You might have seen this, guys. The Thai have made a gigantic robotic policeman who I think is, we'll get into it when we get to it. And then we got a write-in about hentai chicks are hotter than real women. Wow. The gooners are coming out, dude. They're coming out. They do like to come out. All right, guys, all today on Dark Holes. We just peaked there a little bit. We did. We just, right before the intro, it was like, we're coming out. And then it peaked on them. I could hear it in my headphones, dude. But pastors with props. So you guys can get a fucking vibe of what this whole page is about. Let me show you this first video. We're going to watch the first video. Oh, but you know what we need to do first, though? Before I play, I'm realizing we got to go into the settings because we got to adjust the settings a little bit. And I got to turn down the desktop audio so it doesn't fucking blast into the recording super crazy like, you know? Super crazy like. But yeah, let's get into this. Oh yeah. JT coming down on a like whatever, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that like an aquarium or something? It's clearly all digital, but what is it supposed to be? Yeah, is it like underwater, those bubbles coming up from it? It's just, let's just see that one more time. The band is crazy. The Christians do really like music. They're big fans of music. They love their Christian rock. Didn't know JT was a big Christian guy. They got him strung up and everything. Flying down from the ceiling. Not flying down, floating. Crazy getting rigged up like that. So pastors with props, if you haven't figured it out, I don't think JT is a pastor. I think this is just taking place at a church. He's probably like the halftime show at this MEGACHURCH, which I'm assuming is possibly a thing. So it's all just pastors using props to sell the thing that they're trying to sell, which is like God or the scripture or whatever that they're preaching that week. And on this one, they really fucking went balls to the wall and they broke the bank. What I'm thinking, I knew these mega churches were making like crazy money. You're bring in JT money? They can bring in JT? That's got to be a moral conundrum for the fucking Timberlake, I would imagine. Having someone come in and be like, hey, we're going to give you, what's the budget to get JT to come out of the ceiling like that? Because that's a stunt. He's doing, so there's an extra stunt fee that's going on top of this. There's no way this is just a performance fee or just an appearance fee. So this is like appearance, performance, stunt. This has got to be a $5 million day. I don't know what JT's numbers are, but he's done the halftime show, I think, twice. He has a ton of hits. He never needs to work again. I think He only got semi-canceled once, and no one really cared about the Britney Spears thing. Well, I think the Britney people did, but I think the mass public, like, I think even me bringing this up, you go like, Justin Timberlake got canceled? What is going on there? Yeah, apparently he like encouraged her, what's her name, Britney Spears, to get an abortion. She got preg and got an abortion, dude. Britney Spears aborted the Timberlake baby, where they should have just been like, yeah, we're having it. That would have been a super baby, dude. The JT Britney Spears non-abortion timeline. Wow, that's a fucking good timeline, dude. I think that's super baby. Maybe like, who's that? That would be it would be like fucking. Well, what are we saying, boy or girl? I wish I had a coin. I would flip a coin right now. I have nothing. No. Okay, let's say boy. I was gonna flip a coin so we could be like, I don't want to. I don't want to call it. Let's say it's a boy. It's Johnny Timberlake. Johnny Timberlake rips, dude. Johnny Timberlake would be like, I was alive when that thing was going down. So Johnny Timberlake would probably be like in his like early 20s right now. Big star, dude. He might have swayed. Maybe the economy would be good. Maybe Johnny Timberlake, his presence on the planet would have like uplifted people so high that it would have kept housing prices down. Like people would have been like, hey, I should become a landlord, or I should become like BlackRock would be like, we should buy residential houses. And then they would have heard some Johnny Timberlake songs and then would have gone, you know what? That's bad. Maybe it would have opened up people's minds to things that could be bad. The Johnny Timberlake timeline could be beautiful. It could be dark too. We don't know. We'll never know, dude, because that kid got aborted hard. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make about old JT coming out of the ceiling, dude, is the canceling probably lowers how much money you can make, but his multiple like victories and stuff. Also, I guess this is what you're doing like behind the scenes. This isn't going super public. He's not doing, this is non-main. Yeah, because I guess you could be like a super huge pastor, but you're working in like an element that isn't like mainstream media. And so people aren't really covering your shit. And so you're like a multi-millionaire, like all these people coming out to see ya. And Kay, here's another thing with the pastors with props. What I'm learning about this world, you're kind of like, every Sunday, you got to do a new show. You got to like, you have the base, which is the book, the whatever your book is. I don't know if all guys use a book. Like if you're Jewish and you go to the temple, do they reference the book the same way they do? And like, I think this is got to be. Like, it's Christianity. You're Christian. You're going to a Christian church. But isn't Catholicism like a branch of Christianity? Man, I just know so fucking little about religion, dude. Because, like, baptism is Christian too, right? A Baptist church? Yeah. But anyways, my point is, you got to go back to the same book, and there's like a finite. It's crazy that dudes have been doing performances off the book, like doing the preaching, doing their like, this is what the scripture says, we're reading this, and talking about like a passage for so long, and they just keep like, they're like, we go back to the book. There was like one update, there was one second issue, dude. Hey, whoa, you don't get to turn your fucking screen off, dude. I thought I changed, okay, I swear to God, I changed the settings on this laptop so many times to like never turn the screen off if you're plugged in. That's what I want. That's what I want from you, and that's what you should be giving me. But you keep fucking turning the screen off, dude. Don't turn the screen off. Don't turn it off, dude. I gotta make sure our recording's still going. Don't you dare turn that fucking... Oh my God, it's playing again. Didn't mean to do that. Anyways, what was my point? My point is you have to come up with like a new bits off of the same thing every single time. And that's why this pastors with props thing got born. Because you're like, yo, fuck, how many times can I talk about like Jesus on the cross or Mother Mary fucking the virgin birth or washing the feet like that one? Didn't some prostitute wash Jesus's feet or something like that? Or the leopards? He's like, we need new shit. I need something to spice this thing up. As someone who has to go out and do stand up on a regular, you take a long time and you craft a joke, and I can write a joke about anything. These guys have to write bits, not necessarily jokes, but bits. I don't know. Are they bits? They're not bits. Like pieces, sketches, whatever. They're kind of like bits. They're like, I got this bit. I got my Justin Timberlake comes out of the ceiling bit. And they're like, whoa, that's a new bit. But it has to be on God, dude. You have to just write about God. That's fucking hard, dude. Imagine if you could only write about. I thought I heard someone opening my door. Imagine you could only, like, you're a comic, you can like only write about like, I don't know, World War II or something. All your bits have to be World War II. Like everyone, like a bunch of comics have touched on World War II. But imagine you could only, I don't know, I pick my nose a lot on this podcast, but so, like that was more of like an itch. There wasn't a booger. Like a pick, that's a pick. That's a pick, and there's nothing really up there right now, so it was a wasted pick. Didn't really get anything good. Every now and again, you get in there. Oh yeah, I guess if you're audio only listener, I just picked my nose. But you want to get in there, and sometimes there's like this fucking unreal booger in there. Sometimes there is and you pull it out, and it's got like the craziest texture to it. It's like, I don't like it when it's super gooey and slimy. Like, I think when it's gooey and slimy, it's better for my overall health. But in terms of like texture of what I like to feel in between my fingers, I think some people have claimed that I'm autistic. I do like textures. And the texture of boogers is important to me. But I like when I pull the booger out and I just like roll it in my fingers, and then it's like, it's gooey, but it has chunks in it. It's kind of like, I guess the closest thing I could relate it to, it would be like a stickier cookie dough with chocolate chip chunks in it, because it does stick to your fingers and you roll it, but it has some like hardness, and those guys, you feel like I can really get a good velocity on the flick because it's going to stick to the finger, and I'll launch it, and then it'll with the launch, it'll like catapult because it sticks to the finger. If it's too dry, it's not going to stick to your finger. And you have, when it's really dry, you feel like it's going to sort of break apart once it hits the air. If it's gooey, the gooiness is going to hold it together, and wherever it slaps down, it should stick. Oh, man, the good velocity on a booger is great, man. I love a good booger. I never was a booger eater, though. That was like, booger eaters, I've never understood you. You're plentiful. I see videos of you all the time. Booger eaters kind of seem like, booger eaters are the same type of people as like incest porn people. Like people are watching like stepmom, stepbro. Like if I'll do this at shows sometimes. I'll be like, anybody watch step porn? And it'll be like silent. And I'll be like, I know you're in here. I know it's the most popular category. It's like, it's on the front page every single day, and you're going to tell me that nobody is watching it? Booger eaters are the same. Booger eaters live among us, and they eat their boogers, but they hide in shame. Foot people used to be booger eaters and incest porn people. Is it incest porn? It's step, but I think they put step in there just for legal reasons. I remember like prior to the step revolution, it was just like mom, son, brothers. They didn't put the step in there. That's a new thing I think they had to do for legal. Because the step isn't like, quote unquote incest. It's like morally wrong. I guess it's the closest they can get. It's like not the they took out the biological element of it, which then makes it, I think, legal. I don't know. I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure. Like I think if you bang your mom, you're going to jail, or at least you get a fine. Something goes on. You might, I don't know, is it a fine or you go to jail? But I think if you bang your stepmom, people just go like, why'd you do that to your dad? Like he taught you how to ride a bike. What the fuck's the matter with you, dude? That was really rude of you to do that, dude. But yeah, that's my take on that. But boogers. I think I covered boogers. I don't think we need to talk about boogers anymore. But let's go to their next little video we got here. This one murdered me, okay? This one I fucking loved, because this is like, as a pastor, I thought you were supposed to be like kind of humble and shit, but it turns out you can be the cockiest motherfucker in the room, dude. You can be like, these guys are coming in like fucking pimps, dude. They're pimping God out to the peeps, dude, and the people love to get pimped. Are they pimping the people? Are they pimping the people to God, or pimping God to the people? One of those ways. It's probably pimping the people. They're pimping the people to God because they're making money off the people. So they're pimping the people. They are making money off of God because the people are coming to see God. Maybe they're pimping. They're pimps. These guys. They're pimps. This guy's a pimp. Look at this. Watch this. You cannot watch this and tell me that this guy is not a pimp. That this guy, you're gonna tell me this guy isn't a pimp? Hold on.
I can't hear you.
This guy's getting
Johnny, I don't know if anyone's there today. We have
this guy's getting his
several
haircut.
thousand people, and I'm not sure they're alive.
1,000 people.
Honey. You know, I like to eat honeycomb.
Okay, we got to see that again. We got to see that.
The Bible says Samson went, what? Say it with me. I can't hear you. Man, Johnny, I don't know if anyone's there today. We have
the guy cutting his hair too looks sleazy as
fuck.
fuck.
I'm not sure
man.
they're alive.
The watch,
Hello, honey. You know, I like to eat honeycomb.
Dude. I know Samson has something to do with hair. Samson's power came from his hair or something, so his weakness was like cutting off his hair and then he wasn't strong anymore. I think I know that story. And I think the only reason I know that story is because it's the one story where I'm like, he had superpowers, super strength. Because like Jesus walking on water, like revival, resurrect, healing. Like Jesus was a support. Jesus is a support character. Not support Kate. Some of you are gonna be like, support. He's the main character. No. I mean the classes in like a hero shooter. Jesus is support. He is support. Samson's tank, and I play tank, so that's more interesting to me. I don't know who your DPS would be. Fucking probably the Roman soldiers that stab Jesus. Those are your DPS, dude. Those guys high damage output. They're fucking stabbing the shit out of him. The whip guy, dude. A Christian-based hero shooter would be sick, dude. Jesus DPS, Jesus res. Rise, my friends. He reses everyone, dude. Dude, Jesus is Adam Warlock, kind of. Dude, yeah, Jesus is definitely support character for sure. Yeah, he's healing. He'll fucking walk on water. Like he's got some because he's got the res like Adam Warlock, but then he also has like mobility, kind of like Rocket Raccoon, because you're like chasing Jesus, and then he just runs on water, and you're like, he has mobility that I can't do. So he has like some Rocket Raccoon features, some Adam Warlock features. I'm trying to think the creating all the food and like curing the lepers. Well, that's just general healing stuff. The curing the lepers, that's healing. The food though, what is the food? Who has like a food like ability? You know, Jeff the land shark does eat fish to get like fucking more power. Does he have a Jeff? Is he Jeff? No, Jeff is dark character. Jeff is an evil character, dude. Fuck Jeff the land shark. DPS Jeff is fucking horrible, dude. Also, your only answer, really, if you're going to deal with dive characters, actually, you should tell Cameron to start playing Jeff the Land Shark, because he is a good answer if you're getting dove a lot. Anyways, let's get back on track. This dude, getting your hair cut, there's thousands of people watching, and you're doing this, like, haircut bit. The level of cocky on this guy is nuts, bro. Like, this seems like a fucking sick gig. How long is your set though? How long is your set when you're up there? Well, like, because I do an hour and I'm pretty exhausted after an hour. But I would like to see. Let's see how long. Let's find this out right now. Okay, we're gonna find out how long a pastor goes on stage at a mega church. Okay, I gotta put this in between my legs so I have both hands. Microphone skills. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, let's see. Why am I typing bad? How long is a pastor on stage at a mega church? Let's see. 40 minutes? A typical megachurch service, pastor will typically be on stage for 40 minutes. The sermon itself is part of a large service that may last 70 minutes total, including praise, music, prayers, and announcements. Dude, I can do fucking 40 minutes at a megachurch. 40 mins, dude? I could write... Now I'm thinking about it, right? But it's not, you're not going for laughs per minute on this, and you can bring in props and different things. You can have dead air moments on that. That's the thing about stand-up. What makes stand-up so difficult is it's all about laughs per minute. You're like, I gotta get laugh, and you kind of gotta be cooking. This, you don't have to be getting the laughs, dude. You can let stuff sit. You can make like a poignant point. Is that a word? Poignant point? Can I say that? A poignant point? That seems like you can be poignant. I don't know. That sounds like I'm being a retard right now. Okay. But yeah, 40 minutes of like I don't have to be murdering for 40. I just need to be like in the pocket for 40. I got to make some points, dude. Someone get me a Bible, dog. I could do this. I'm not saying I want to be like a mega church pastor, but I kind of want to do like one service. I kind of want to come out, but you have to go to school for a long time to be a pastor, right? Okay, hold on. Let's see. How long does it take to become a pastor? How long to become? Yeah, there it was. Become a pastor. The time it takes to become a pastor can vary widely, ranging from a few years to several years, depending on the denomination and education requirements. Some denominations require bachelor's degrees, and masters in divinity. What? There's like you actually get like a physical piece of paper to be like a god, dude? What? That's no way, dude. I thought it was like they did it like in-house. Like I thought you read the Bible a bunch and then they asked you like, what did Jesus do? And you're like, walked on water. And they went, okay, A+. And I didn't realize, are you going to like university for this? Like, are you paying like tuition fees to become a pastor? That's crazy. While others may accept a bachelor's degree in a related field or even accept individuals without formal degrees but with significant life experience and strong calling. Oh, I just need calling, dude. Okay, I can get calling. Dude, significant life experience. I've lived a pretty cool life. I've traveled to a bunch of cool places. I've lived in a bunch of different cities. I'm a professional stand-up comedian. I was a scuba diving instructor. Dude, calling? We're talking about calling, dude? I got strong calling, dude. I got strong calling and life experience. I'm being called right now through this thing, dude. I'm being called, dog. I just want to do one. Like, go to the mega church. I could write a clean 40 on God, do a mega church run. That would be so fucking fun, dude. That'd be so fun. It'd be so positive. They're doing Jesus and they're touching me and we're doing the dances and shit. I've never even been to church, but I want to do this. This sounds like a good time, dude. This sounds like a good fucking time, dog. Oh, come on. Let me do one. Let me do one mega church. If anyone is listening to this and they're like, I think if you're a pastor at a mega church, you're probably not openly a Che Durena fan. But if you're secretly a Che Durena fan and you want to set this up, dude, we can set it up, bro. We can set it up, dog. I want to do this. Okay, let's go to our next video. This is also, we're still in the realm of the mega church peeps, dude. We're still in the realm. This is glass of water. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm going to restart.
Watch this. When you have the love of God, who is love? Watch this. Watch.
God is love. Okay, I need to remember that part.
Not this part. It was this part where I just didn't stop. Like, what? What? Do you see that way? And they were like this. They were like, oh, she spilled. Like they loved it.
Dude, okay. See, I could come up with a bit like that. The love, like, I feel like I've never even been to church, and I know people would like that. Like, what are what would the comments say here? That's just a little too much love. God, please, just a normal amount of love. No, that's not what the people in the crowd wanted. Yes, we need examples like this to remind us of why women cannot be pastors. Oh my God, rude. I liked the bit. I thought it was a good bit. That was not necessary. Imagine being this dumb. Okay. I'm learning to Ned Flanders. Honestly, Ned Flanders, dude. Ned Flanders that's who I would reference a bunch. I would go back to be like, I don't know how Christians feel about The Simpsons. Probably mixed. But Ned Flanders is like a good representation of a perfect Christian. I would go back and I would be like, who said that? Ned Flanders. What was Ned Flanders? He was a great Christian man. Even in the cartoon format, he taught us sin at home. They worked God in. That's God working. Even when you're watching something, it was maybe not the holiest thing to watch. But we see Ned Flanders here. He reminded you what it was to be a good Christian. Dude, I'm getting in the zone on this, dude. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to kill this. I'm going to murder this. This is fucking. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Lean in.
Oh
You
no
ready?
no
Watch
no
this, watch
no
this.
no 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 not again. Not again. Don't give it to me again. Don't give it to me again.
Bible says
dude.
Samson
Don't.
went what?
The Bible said Samson went what? Okay. No, I am fucking locked in. Okay, let's get a palate cleanser. Oh, I just like snorted a booger back. My body, okay, I gotta let you guys know right now, my body feels like I'm kind of working through something. Like I just got back from the road, and then I spent like 3 days in Toronto, just like kind of taking a breather, and I needed it. I was like fucking worn down, and I was like, I'm going to indulge. I drank almost every day those 3 days. No, actually, was it 2 days I drank? One day I definitely drank. What was the first day? No, the first day I didn't drink. But the second day I drank, and the third day I didn't drink. Oh, I only drank one day of the 3 days off. Yeah, okay, I only drank one day. And then I ate garbage every day. I ate so much food. I went to a bunch of places that I love eating in Toronto, and I ate garbage, and it was so fucking good. And I was just really being like sluggish and lazy, and I was kind of feeling it today. I was kind of feeling like, oh fuck, like I can feel like my dopamine levels are low. I was like jerking off a bunch, drinking a bunch. Well, I had one hard day of drinking, eating like really gross fried food, and I was like, oh, I was feeling sluggy, dude. So I kind of feel like today was like, okay, yesterday I fasted. And then today I was like, I'm in a fasted state right now, drinking water, got up, went for a walk. Like I was like, let's get the body moving in a positive way right off the fucking bat, dude. Right off the fucking bat. And then I feel like I'm cleansing out the bad shit I put in me. Okay. Let's get to this palate cleanser. Do we have enough time for the palate cleanser? Oh yeah, we should be good. Actually, what's our timer at? Oh, okay. We're gonna restart the cameras before the palate cleanser because I do really like this palate cleanser. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay. Okay, palate cleanser. The Mario cake. It's a Mario cake, okay? It's a Mario cake. This is the palate cleanser. It's so fucking good. Okay, I'm learning how to open these videos better now. I should have. I gotta open them all to start. Restricted video. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Sign up or log in or whatever. Okay, we're gonna have to just watch this one on the phone. Yeah. Okay. We're watching it on the phone, guys. Watching it on the phone. I get a little bit of pickup on the microphone. Whoa, who's texting me a bunch? Okay. I had 11. You pick up your phone, you have 11 missed text messages. You go, what the fuck is going on, dude? Okay. You got to be logged in to watch this. Okay, the palate cleanser. Mario. Give me the Mario cake. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Look at that. Dude. Fucking goatsy Mario cake? Dude, yes. Yes, guys. This is great for multiple reasons. For one, this chick's streaming making the Mario goatsy cake. This is great content. I like this a lot. God, what? This is art. This is art right here. No, yeah. He looks like Mario. He does look like Mario, and he's definitely goatsying. The jelly, there's like jelly in his ass too. It's jam, yeah. Okay, what's her name? QT Cinderella. Shout out to QT Cinderella, your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. Oh, she's Ludwig's girlfriend. Okay, and she seems cool. She seems like a cool chick. I like her. I like her vibe. Yeah. But because she said Lud, it's done. Okay, this is direct-to-consumer small business. That's what this is. This is the benefit of being able to build your business online and not have to worry about a storefront. Think about if you had a bakery, okay? If you had a bakery and you in the window of your bakery, you had the goatsy Mario. people would freak out. People would be like, we're not going there. That's inappropriate. We can't fucking shop here. What's the matter with you? That's disgusting. Blah, 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 blah. People would freak out. But the power you get out of a direct-to-consumer small business online is you can make shit like that. You can live stream yourself making Goatsy Mario and then sell that, and then make that something that's offered to many people. The thing is that the thing about a Goatsy Mario cake is a lot of people do want it, but it's like, how do I get it to those people who want it, man? The same like with, it's like people buying sex toys or people buying fucking, I don't know, like porn or something like that. Like, not everyone wants to be seen buying it. Not everyone, people want some anonymity when they purchase these things and they enjoy these things, okay? And enjoying the Goatsy Mario cake, that's something you could enjoy with a group of people, but they have to be a group of like-minded individuals. And you, if you were a baker who's working at like a big retail bakery, I don't know if that's even a thing. I'm like a chain of bakeries. There's got to be like a chain of bakeries somewhere in the world. But let's say that's your job. You work at like you work at the bakery in like a Costco, or I don't know if they have a bakery. Yeah, they have a bakery, but like in a big grocery store. You work in the bakery there, and then they're like, okay, you got to make the cakes, and you're like, I'm inspired to make a certain type of cake. And you pitch it to the people there, and they go, you can't do that. We're corporate. You go, fuck, my creativity, my artistic vision is being stifled by this environment. The benefit of being able to build a direct-to-consumer business that you run online is you can explore your creativity. Now, that is a double-edged sword, because then once you start profiting off of your creativity, you're then required to continue to make things using your creativity, and that can ruin it for you. That can ruin the love. It can ruin the lust. It can ruin the experience of that, you know? But if you are able to find that beautiful middle ground of where you enjoy your passion, you love your passion, you can continue to create and profit off your passion in a way that's reasonable. Because the bigger you make it, the less reasonable it is, and the more it probably feels like work. But you keep it reasonable, and then you have your Goatsy cake. What a beautiful thing that is. What a beautiful thing that is, guys. God, great. Really enjoyed that. It was inspiring to me. I saw it. I was like, hilarious. Putting jam in his asshole while he's goatseeing is so creative and so fun and so unique. Sorry. I got boogers, man. I told you my body's like pushing out whatever goop is in there. I had such a bad shit this morning, dude. I had like a fucking orange diarrhea. Like, I don't know when it's definitely brown, but it's like a burnt orange color. Like, you're like, why is it so bright, dude? And it was like fucking just straight like slime. It wasn't liquid, and it wasn't soft serve. No, it was like a thick paint, like a thicker paint. That's how it came out of my ass. And I was like, ugh. I took 2 shits like that this morning. I was like, oh, bad poop day. But I did it to myself, dude. I ate fried chicken like 3 times last week. Or is it this week? No, we're still in the same week. I ate like a couple days ago. Not yesterday, but I explained it to you. My chunk in Toronto, I ate a bunch of fucking gross food. And I loved it. But anyways, what my point was, create a direct-to-consumer small business and follow your dreams. That's what I really liked about it. I was like, this is proof, because like I see that Goatsy Mario cake and I go, oh, I would buy that. And I bet there's 200,000 people who would buy that. How do you get to them? 200,000 people. If you have a customer base of 200,000 people, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty fucking good. That's huge, dude. That's huge. I think there's 200,000 people that would buy a Goatsy Mario cake. Okay, guys, what's going on with me? We got our Gas Digital exclusive episode. I forgot to write in here what the fuck the actual things are. I left it because I always like copy and paste from the last one. Oh, wait, what was this just popped up on my Instagram? Oh. What the fuck is this? Okay, she's going in. It's one of those like Idaho prison chicks. She's going in the dock. She's going in the dock for the Patreon episode. Right now. Right now. I didn't expect to see that. I was just gonna open up the doc here because I forgot to write it down. But she's gotta go in. She's gotta go in. Okay, Idaho prison. Idaho. That chick seems crazy. Oh my god. Okay. What do we have again? What do we have for the dude? I'm not super prepared. Oh yeah, trail cam, dude. It's this fucking camera they set up that just catches like wild animals doing fucking cool shit. And it's like a bobcat killing a bird and shit. Trail cam. That's what we're looking at. Fucking trail cam, dude. And then we got oh yeah, this car surfing lady. We kind of just got like a few car related things. We got jacked up cars, bad transportation of cars, things, but the big one is the car surfing. A lady fucking like getting out of her car and like standing on it while driving like down the highway. I think she puts it in like self-driving mode or something like that. And then oh yeah, our title write-in is about someone shoving a paintbrush in their pussy. It was actually someone who sent me this video, and then they wrote in and told me wrote in about the different things they've shoved in their pussy. But yeah, that's all today on the exclusive episode of Dark Holes. Okay. And guys, of course, follow me, you fucking idiots. If you guys aren't following the pod, hit that follow button. Follow the pod, guys. Guys, we also have our 5-star review of the week. Remember, if you listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can leave a 5-star review. On Apple Podcasts, you can write the review. On Spotify, you can't. So on Spotify, if you just want to leave a comment, that counts as a review. This one, I think, came in from Spotify. It says, this podcast leaves me with a little bit of splooge on my hog every time I listen to it. Keep up the good work. 5 stars. Hey, that's pretty fucking nice, dude. I think that's cute. That makes me feel good. You get a little bit of pre, dude, the pre is good, dude. Pre, like, when you're so worked up, you get a little pre. You're like in a frenzy, but it's such a good feeling. Like, the pre-nut, not the pre-nut, but when you're preing and then you eventually nut, that nut is koosh. That nut is always a good one, bro. That's always a good one because it's like there's so much buildup. Okay. So I've gymmed once this week. I've been like, now that we're back in New York, we're going to get back to the regular schedule, back to the regular workouts, back to the regular stuff. But all that stuff has kind of been put on the back burner. The whole 5-5 challenge and everything has been put on the back burner. Something that I am doing health-wise right now is I'm on a big cleanse because I am getting ready to do ayahuasca. I'm going up for my ayahuasca retreat in about 2 weeks. It's a little over 2 weeks. I think it's like maybe 2.5 right now. But I am a little nervous, of course, because I've never taken ayahuasca before. And I know it's supposed to be very intense, but I know it's supposed to be fucking awesome. So I am excited to do that. I feel like I'm ready to do that. But it requires that there's a bunch of shit you can't eat or consume and like supplements you can't take. So I'm off all my supplements right now. I think I can still take like vitamin D and shit like that, which I will keep taking. I think I can take fish oils up until like a week out. There's some supplements I want to keep taking because they make me feel really good, right? But there's certain supplements you can't take when you're going to go do ayahuasca. And so I don't want to actually take something that I'm not supposed to take. Definitely like 3 or 4 days out, I'm just going to cut everything. And then, what else? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of food I can't eat. So no pork 2 weeks out. So I'm off pork right now. And then what else? You have to cut not 2 weeks out, but I'm going to try and reduce them a lot now. And then it's like 3 or 4 days out. You're not supposed to really be eating spicy food, no caffeine, no sugar, and cut down on oils and fats. So I'm trying to cut down on those now. Salt is another one, so that it's like an easier transition into getting into the thing. Yeah, I'm pumped about it. I'm very pumped about it. I'm not very nervous, but I am a little nervous. How could you not be nervous? I'm like, my buddy asked me, he was like, well, what are you worried about? And I was like, well, I can't conceptualize what I'm about to experience. Like, if someone gives you a plate of food and they were like, hey, this is super spicy, you would be like, okay, I know what spice is, and I've felt spice before. I know how it hurts or how it tastes or whatever. I'm not saying that the ayahuasca is going to hurt, but it's like I'm going to see a new color or something. How do you describe that? Although a scientist said they discovered a new color called Olo. Which scientists? That's what scientists are working on. Yeah. So I'm just like, it's like there's no way to prepare for it other than doing the like necessary food prep and stuff they say, and like trying to stay calm leading into it. Okay. Okay, let's get to some tour dates, guys. Tour dates. We're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, May 2nd to 4th. We're going to be in Houston, Texas, May 28th. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas, May 28th to 31st. We're going to be in Montreal for Just for Laughs, July 16th to 26th. Appleton, Wisconsin, September 5th to 6th. Skankfest. I'm going to be at Skankfest, guys. November 14th to 16th. North Carolina, we're going to be there November 28th to 30th. Then we're going to be in New Mexico, December 12th to 13th. You can get all your tickets at chedurena.com. Okay. Thailand RoboCop. RoboCop, guys. Thailand RoboCop is out here doing shit. Let's just get right into this article because some people are really freaked out about this. I had to find an article that was more neutral because all of the articles were like the dystopian hellscape is taking over and we're all going to be molested by RoboCops within the next 3 years. That's not an exact quote, but they were all very negative about RoboCop. And I don't think RoboCop, I'm excited about RoboCop. Who's ever excited about cops? Oh, we made a new type of cop? No, boo. That's not what people want to hear. But I think it's kind of cool, Robot Cop. Now, we'll bring an image of him up here. First off, tall as fuck, or the Thai guys are just really tiny. I think Thai men in general are smaller humans. So, but this guy is like at least a foot or more, maybe like a foot and a half taller than the next guy. So if this guy's like 5'5", this guy's like 6'8", 7 feet tall. With this fucking, do we have his stats in this thing? Okay, I don't know if they have his stats. But he's huge. But I think a huge mistake is like he's human-esque. No, if you're building the like RoboCop, it shouldn't be like a walking, like walks like a person guy. For one, way too easy to boot over, to knock down, to like trip. Like if he falls down, it's hard for him to get up. Like it's too easy to fuck that thing up, right? What I think you should build is like almost like spider leg kind of thing, like with like a camera that's like something a little more terrifying is kind of what you want if you're police and robot style. But here's what it says. Thailand's largest annual festival, Songkran, which concluded earlier this week, receives extra protection from new electronic police officers, an AI robot tasked with ensuring public safety alongside human officers. The robot, which was stationary during the event in Ton Son Road in Bangkok, was equipped with a 360-degree camera and an AI chip to process the images captured. So it is constantly like, it has a 360-degree camera in its fucking head, and it's constantly watching everything around it, and it can like do facial recognition. It can like go into the police database and see if you're like a fucking bad dude. It can look at people's like mannerisms and their movements and see if they're going to be a potential threat. Dubbed AI Police Cyborg 1.0, the robot also sourced data from CCTV around the event area and drone surveillance to detect high-risk individuals and alert officers about any aggressive or disruptive behavior, the Royal Thai Police said in a Facebook post. That's how the Royal Thai Police communicates via Facebook? Huh. That's something new that I never thought I would learn. That's their main. You think this would go out in like a press release or something, but they're going Facebook style. I guess Thailand's still big on Facebook, dude. They don't even do an Instagram post or like a Snapchat story. No, they're like, hey, Instagram post is how we're going to let you know about this new super advanced police officer that is watching you. So this thing is fucking nuts. Like, that's the physical. This is very hive mind-esque type machinery shit going on, because that's the physical body. But he's also tapped into the CCTV cameras and drones that are flying around. And I'm sure if they put guns on those drones, which I'm sure they've already tested, that if you're running away, he sees you, he's like, then the drone just fucking goes and like he has. This guy's a fucking boss battle. He has cameras that are spotting you all over the place. This is like Gladys from, what's that game? Portal. This is Gladys Portal type shit. All the fucking drones flying around, and he's watching you with his 360-degree head and shit. The mainframe might not even be there. There's just one, like, Doom bot that gets sent out. Oh my God, this is actually so terrifying. Okay, I know why people were afraid of this. Developed by local police and government agencies, the robot, dressed in the same uniform as its human counterparts, was equipped with the ability to detect weapons, including wooden sticks, knives, and swords. Water guns, which are popular toys people use during the Songkram to spray water on each other for luck, were excluded from the list of dangerous tools until this fucker gets sprayed with a little water, and he goes like, and he goes, that's a gun, and then just starts fucking sending the drones after anyone with a water gun. Yeah, I don't know if it was a smart idea to break out the electronic police officer during the water fest. I mean, it seems like nothing went wrong, but that could have been a fucking Jurassic Park situation, the Skynet 1.0 interaction. This dude gets sprayed with a water gun and then freaks out and sends drones all over the world to start fucking locking people down, police style. That my AI was made to protect the human race, and we must protect by subduing all criminals, and a criminal is like anyone who fucking is walking with an imperfect gait. I learned that word recently. Gait is like how you step and how you walk. The robot used a combination of technologies, including facial recognition, suspect tracking, and behavior monitoring to ensure the safety at the event. The 3-day holiday, which is grounded on an ancient celebration of the end of the rice harvest season. The fast-paced development of AI has led to various adaptations of robots for safety purposes in several countries, although applications remain in early stage. In March, China introduced humanoid robots in Shenzhen to patrol with police, interact with pedestrians, and respond to voice commands. And then one of the robots like attacked someone. It like freaked out and like punched at a person. They had to be like, whoa, 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 get back, dude. Don't freak out. Okay, yeah, so this is scary. I don't know. Maybe I'll be dead before this is a problem. That's what I think about, honestly, when I see these headlines and I go, oh, this is terrifying. Like, they're using facial recognition software. They're, like, collecting all the data. We're getting to, like, the dystopian future. Are we going to be in the George Orwell 1984? I go, maybe I'll just be dead. That's kind of like, I'm going to die. That's the thing, is I will die. When will I die? Will I die before any of this matters? Probably. Probably before the dystopian robotic future happens. If it's dystopian, maybe it's great. That's also a possibility. I've always been very positive on these things, and there's a good chance that it's great. And you can still just go get a farm, dude. I feel like a lot of people are doing that now. A lot of people are making like fucking they'll go on the internet, and then they have their like online business or online personality thing, and then they'll make like $8 million, and they'll be like, I bought a farm. And then they're just like, I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm on my farm now. And I just milk cows, and I whatever, cattle shit. I got a farm, whatever. I sell some shit, and it's enough for me to pay for my stuff and make sure that my 8 mil lasts. And I just chill. That sounds pretty good. That doesn't sound bad. I like that. That fantasy I just made up in my head. Yeah, I like it. Okay, how are we doing on time? How are we doing on this time? I reset. Did I put a timer on? Oh yeah, we're okay. We got a few minutes left before we got to reset the cameras again. Okay, let's get to our ride-ins. Ride-in time. So our title write-in was, I prefer masturbation and anime chicks over actual sex. This is what this person wrote in and said. They said, I've been good about following up. I follow up a lot now because usually just the title of the write-in, it leaves me with more questions than I ever had before. And I need to get to the bottom of it with these people to know what's cooking inside there. Oh, also a thing I can have a lot of on ayahuasca is sugar. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I can have sugar. For some reason, I got like the smell of coffee. Maybe someone's brewing coffee next door or something. But then it made me think of tiramisu. And I was like, ooh, I would like a tiramisu right now. I was like, can't have tiramisu. But okay, I prefer masturbation and anime chicks over actual sex. Okay, here we go. There must be something wrong with me, but I have no interest in having sex with women. It's not that I can't get laid. I've had girlfriends, I've had casual hookups, and it's just that I never seem to be satisfied I never seem to feel satisfied after or reach a level of after I reach a level of orgasm. I never. Oh, I get what you're saying. I never seem to feel satisfied after or reach a level of orgasm equal to what I can achieve when I'm on my own. There's one. Okay, let's finish the line. I also find hentai chicks hotter than real life chicks. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay. All right, this anonymous write-in came in. Okay, the whole thing of like not reaching a level of like satisfaction that you can reach on your own. I shouldn't say I've been there, but I've experienced that. Like I've had sex that's like mid. Yeah, I've had mid sex. And then sometimes when you're jorking it, you're just like, the thing about jorking is one of the most selfish acts you can do. It's literally like you're fucking yourself. You're indulging in yourself. You're jerking. We use like a fucking expression like, oh, you're jerking yourself off, like I'm so fucking great. It's literally what we describe it as. So it is like a super self-indulgent act, which I don't think anyone is oblivious to. But because of that, you only really focus on your own pleasure when you're diving into your own hog. So you can make sure you're like if, I'm assuming this guy's like looking at hentai and anime chicks. So I assume you're watching porn. You're like bringing up all the pornos you want to watch. You're jerking off to the things that you like. You're stimulating yourself very intensely on in a very specific way that's just for you. When you're having sex with another person, there is like you want to get lost in the moment and be as present as possible, but there is a part of you that's like, well, I want to make sure that they're having a good time too. I don't want to be a selfish lover. I'm sure some of you out there are very selfish lovers. I hope a small amount of the Che Durena fan base is selfish lovers. I hope a lot of you are generous people with your cock and balls and assholes and pussies and mouths and hands and feet and tits. I'm trying to think. I don't think I missed anything that people... I'm sure there's like specific things that people really want to use for sex, but you're included. But I hope that you're not selfish in those things and you give a lot to your other partner. But there are some times when I'm hooking up with someone, I'm banging someone, and I make a decision. I go like, okay, is this for me or is this for them? And it doesn't have to be black and white. Like if I'm hooking up with a lady and then she has an orgasm, which has happened a couple of times, then I will switch. Then I go like, okay, well now I will be a little bit more selfish in how I'm indulging in this. I will do things that I think make me feel good. I'm hoping that she's feeling good in the moment too, but I'm doing like my specific kinky stuff that I like because you got to your point. You got to splooge. And so maybe it's time for me to splooge. Ideally, you can get if at the end of a hookup the score is uneven, I like that. But I also, is that just me being like, is that like, because I'm like gaming it? I'm like, well, I need to get the most points on the board. Because it's like, if she does 2 or 3 or more, and I do 1 nut, where she's nutting multiple times over me, then I go like, well, I won the sex. I am the champion of this round of sex. And yeah, so that could be part of the reason why maybe when you're having sex with people, you're never giving yourself Oh no, don't turn the screen off. Maybe when you're having sex with people, you're never giving yourself the grace to indulge in yourself, and you're only being completely selfless the entire time. Not completely selfless. Your dick's in a pussy. I mean, I don't know if you're gay or not. Did he specify? I've had girlfriends. Okay, yeah. So this is dude fucking a lady. So maybe it is you're giving so much of yourself that you're never really turning back and focusing on yourself and being like, how do I have a good time during this? And that might be something you need to explore a little more. Maybe what are your specific kinks? Maybe you're a little too shy, because sometimes you're going to a sexual in thing with a person and you have some specific stuff. Maybe you're a foot person. You want to get a foot job and you're not confident enough to say to them like, hey, I want a foot job. And so then you're engaging in the sex and you're having fun, you're having sex, but there's this very specific thing that you would like to happen that would elevate the sex for you. So maybe you need to be a little bit braver in how you're communicating to this person of what you want out of the sex. The hentai chicks being hotter than real life chicks, I think that sounds like a little bit of just chronically online. Like you've been looking at so much very specific like hentai porn of like whatever these big boob chicks or these anime chicks or whatever, and you've disassociated from real life, and you see a real human, and your standards of what a human being is supposed to like look like and feel like and provide is distorted. That's one thing I like about nudism, is it really takes away the mystique of nudity. Because sometimes, okay, we got to restart the cameras. Hold on. I was talking about nudism. So yeah, one thing I like about nudism is it takes away the mystique of nudity. Because some, like, you see someone in like lingerie or in whatever, they're wearing like hot clothes, and clothing makes people hotter. Like you see like tits through like a white shirt that there's no bra, and then your mind fills in the gaps. Those gaps that your mind fills in makes it hotter. That's because you're not usually going to fantasize in a negative direction. You're going to fantasize like, oh, like whatever I see, like if a girl's wearing, that's what's so hot about the sundress, is the sundress grabs like just enough of the body, but not too much, where you fill in a lot of gaps. You fill in like, I don't know what her fucking areolas look like, or what her like butt cheeks, how they hang, or like fucking, I don't know, how deep are you going. I don't think it's not like a conscious thought, but that's kind of, you see the outline, and then your mind fills in the rest instinctually. And so that's what's so hot about the sundress. That's what people really, I think that's why the sundress is so appealing. But fuck, what was I going to say? But you're not going to like think like, oh, she probably has like a wart in the middle of her chest. She probably doesn't have like hemorrhoids. You're not thinking that when you see that. And that could be there. There could be warts, there could be moles, there could be skin tags and all sorts of stuff. And when you see people in their nude form, and also it doesn't hang like in pornos, everything's like perfect angles and fucking makeup and all this kind of stuff. And with this dude with his fucking hentai that he's watching, every chick is drawn without any flaws. I doubt they're adding flaws in. So when you see just people walking around nude and they're not like posing to be hot, because like when you're fucking, sometimes you're like fucking, you're standing, you're posing, like you're like fucking, you're like posturing up, but you're like not like fucking bent over tying your shoe, which takes away a lot of the mystique of sexuality. Don't close. Or the mystique of nudity. It makes nudity less interesting, I think, and makes people less, I guess, less physically hot, which I think is kind of good, because then you start, like if I'm looking at you and we've been naked the entire time, I'm not like, oh, I want to see her naked, I want to see this, I want to see that. You could probably still find someone very attractive, but for different reasons. And I've never really dove deep into nudism, but I did I used to go to this sex club where it was kind of like pseudo nudist place. You would like walk around naked in this whole place the entire time. And I remember that feeling really nice. It felt really good and really freeing to just be naked all the time. I enjoyed that a lot. And it took away a lot. You're like, I'm just my dick and balls are out. Who cares? And everyone's dick and balls are out and their pussies are out and their tits are out. And it was fucking awesome. So I did really enjoy that. But yeah, so I think you might need, if I don't know, but also there's a bunch of those dudes in Japan. I think they're called the quiet boys, and they literally just like watch hentai and like jerk off and play video games, and they stay inside and they don't look for girlfriends. If you're happy living like this, I think then keep doing it. I do think you're missing out on like a huge portion of life, which is like relationships and companionship, and like there's a whole section of life that you're missing. That you could indulge in and try out and have fun in. And if you're interested in doing that, then I would maybe, try being more brave with your sexual encounters and see if you can be open about what your kinks are. Try being more selfish if you're being completely selfless. Not all the time, but like have moments where you're like, this is for me, do this for me. Like if you're hooking up with a chick and you're like, I like this specific thing, can you do that for me? And she's trying to fucking please you in that moment. That could elevate the sexual experience for you. I would take a break from porn. That could be a problem here, is like there's definitely a loss in desire and a loss in like potency of like sexual encounters when you're constantly inundated with porn, which it kind of seems like you are a little bit here. So take a break from porn and from the hentai. Maybe even, I don't know if you should stop watching anime. Anime is good, but maybe take a break from hentai, because anime might be a trigger for you to go watch hentai. And so if you push all that stuff to the side and give yourself like a few months off of that, of like the porn, the hentai and stuff, and give yourself a few months of like indulging in relationships and stuff, and trying dating and trying being selfish sexually, you might see a shift and enjoy yourself a little bit more. I don't know. I can't promise anything, but that could be what happens. Okay. All right. Our next write-in. My girlfriend is dying for anal, but I'm afraid of poop. All right. I must sound like the biggest chode on the planet. My lady wants to get smashed in the ass, but I'm terrified of doing it. The thought of someone's poop getting anywhere in my body makes me shiver and want to throw up. What do you say, sir? What do you say, sir? Should I nut up and dive into the brown town, or should I tell her I don't have what it takes to sail the Hershey seas? Also, dairy is another thing that I can't really have. When I'm going to do ayahuasca. This made me think of dairy. Maybe it was the Hershey's chocolate. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so I'm also not a huge fan of poop. I'm not as bad as you, where it like makes me shiver or get terrified. Like the video, if I see a video of someone pooping, I think it's hilarious. 2 Girls, 1 Cup like makes me laugh, but it also like makes me, of course. But I also am not a huge fan of like doing stuff in someone's butt. Not a huge fan of it. But I will say, dude. Yeah. You might. I think a good middle ground on this would be like get her. She probably already has some tools for her back door, but I would get her maybe go to like a sex shop together and like explore some things like that and try and find something that would be perfect for her little butthole, and get her and use that while you guys are banging. That could be a good middle ground where you don't have to really worry about getting poop on you. She's getting something in her butt, and it's like satisfaction for everyone all around. Okay. Yeah, that could be perfect for you. But yeah, I don't know if you have to cross that line if it literally makes you shiver and want to throw up. But you seem like you want to like do this for her in some way, so I would try that middle ground. oof, I don't know if you like, because if you're hooking up with someone, then they're like, I'm gonna throw up. That's like such a bad moment for the other person who's like, oh fuck. But if you're very clear about how you feel about it, you're like, listen, this like really grosses me out, and I'm not into it. I don't really want to do it, and you're honest, and then you do go through with it, and then you feel you can be super apologetic and be like, sorry, I really wanted to try for you, but I can't do the poop thing. But I would try the other stuff, the toys and stuff first in the butthole during the sexual encounter, first to try and create like an area where you're both getting more comfortable with it. Like that will be like probably not the easiest thing for you to do. And then she's also going to be getting like a level of satisfaction that she probably wants. But I'm sorry that you're so afraid of poop, dude. You could also go to like therapy or something about it. If you're like that, if this poop fear is like ruining your life in some way, there could be like a psychological fucking trauma that happened to you that is causing this poop fear and is making you, that is like affecting your relationships and stuff now. So that's also a path you could go down. Okay, we got one more right in. We're going a little over time, but whatever. My dog has huge balls and loves to put them on things. I might be going crazy, but my dog knows that putting his balls on things upsets me. Every time I punish him, I'll find him with his balls laid over the TV remote or my controller. It's like his sick little revenge. Okay, so your dog... See, I have seen, like, cats sometimes do shit. Like, cats knocking stuff off of tables and shit like that. Like, cats... what's another thing a cat will do? Like a cat will like shit in a weird place. Dogs will shit and piss in weird places when they're like upset with you. So this balls thing, you might be right, dude. I think they play dumb. They play dumb and they go like, oh, I'm just a fucking dog. I look at my little floppy face. I don't know any better. And then you're like, you put your balls right on the thing that you see me touch all the time. And you know that I don't like, they got to know that balls are kind of gross. And that buttholes are kind of gross. They got to know like poop is kind of gross. Like they know it's not the best thing in the world. They're not excited about it. Here's what I think. I think you got to move all the stuff he might put his balls on, because there's no way you can prove this, and you can't let this drive you crazy. You can't let this just like sit in your mind and you'd be like, he's putting his balls on stuff to get to me, because then you're gonna lose your fucking mind. You'll never be able to prove it. And then he's also winning. You're punishing him, and then he's getting his revenge, and now he's beating you in this. You're losing the psychological battle to your dog. So you gotta like smarten up a little bit, and you just gotta move shit away and understand that he is a dog. And he will put his balls on stuff, whether or not it is for revenge purposes, he's doing it. And so you got to sort of mitigate it in the best way you can by taking away the stuff that he puts his balls on. And be like, and maybe you punish him, and then you like follow him into like the living room where there's those bunch of stuff he puts his balls on, like the remote or the controller, and you put them on like a high service, and you like look at him. And you tell him, you don't need to tell the world. You don't need to write a fucking script about how this dog is tormenting you with your balls and you're losing your mind. But you look at him and you go, I know what you're doing. I know what the fuck you're doing. And then he's like, oh, I'm just a dog. And you go, it's just you and me right here, right now, dude. You can't slip this past the goalie. It's just you and me right here, right now. And I know what the fuck you're up to, dude. And you leave it at that. Dude. All right, guys, that has been Dark Holes. This was I feel like we were cooking on this one, dude. These home ones, like, even though it's a little more of a pain in the ass to, like, operate everything and take care of all this shit, I feel like we've been cooking on a lot of these, dude. I really appreciate the audience. There was a guy who came out to the show who's actually participates in the Discord a lot. His name's Swiss Cheese, I think. He was in Calgary, and he was like, dude, don't stop the road ones. Love the pod. I really like this pod, man. I really, 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 really do like it. And I like the community around it, and I like the write-ins, and I like all the stuff. You guys are great. Yeah, that's it for today's episode. We will be back again next week. All right. Love you. Bye.